had that slide with this keyboard, that would be a modern day sidekick. Angel Knot. Salutations to the nations. What's good, Angel Knots? It's your boy Young Sinai. So today, I want to talk to you all about how I feel regarding the state of phones. And I think that you all might agree with me, right? I don't think that this is like a unique take, but it just needs to be said, man. Phones are boring. Phones are so boring. As a tech enthusiast, right? I want my phone to feel like, my personal gadget, right? That I carry along, my side and make me feel like I'm in a James Bond movie in my daily life, right? That is not how I feel. And I have what I would consider to be two of the coolest phones that are out. I have the iPhone 17. Gotcha. You thought I had an iPhone? You really thought I was about to say an iPhone? No. I have a Samsung Galaxy Fold 5, okay? I know it's not the 7 or whatever. Look, man, to a certain point, these phones just doing the same stuff, It might be getting thinner, might be a better camera, whatever. But for the most part, I just need this mother to fold open and me be able to multitask on here properly. The next is I have for my personal phone. This is my business phone, okay? For my personal phone, I got the Razr Flip. You know what I'm saying? These are dope phones. Don't get me wrong. These phones are dope. But I came from a day and age where phones were cool. They were so cool. They had phones where, you could flip off the panel, put a different color on, and, it was a good time, right? But it seems like lately, all they'll give you is a phone that can flip and fold open, which, I'm here for. I love it. You know what I mean? I think that the iPhone or Apple is rumoring to go into that same direction, which that's what's up, but I want the sidekick, right? I want the sidekick as an Android phone, as a modern Android phone. I want the sidekick. I will sell this and this if I can have the option to get a sidekick. That was low-key like the best phone of all time. And I didn't even have one. My friend had one. And I thought it was the coolest thing ever. It had AIM, AOL Instant Messenger. Do you remember AOL Instant Messenger? Before Messenger, Facebook Messenger, dude, and WhatsApp and all that. Yo, I need a modern day sidekick. They are feeding the BlackBerry community as of late because there's two phones that I've covered on this channel that are coming out, where a lot of people are very excited. I was pretty excited too. And one of you all commented and said, "Why exactly are we excited about this?" Or something like that. And I was like, you know what? Why am I excited about this? Because yeah, I do like the button feel. I do like tactile buttons, right? But low key, I'm not even joking. I can type on this Z Fold perfectly without even looking. I have it completely. I use this phone so much. I have it completely memorized. I do not have to. I could be talking to my kid, messaging paragraphs without even looking. And it's so comfortable because it's so big, right? But if I had, that, I would be super cramped and stuff. I'm like, you know what? I was going to pre-order it, but thank you to whoever left that comment because I don't think that I want it. That can change. Things always change, but You know what? I'm pretty good. But if they dropped a sidekick, if they dropped the sidekick, man, look. What? Man. So here's the Titan 2 Elite, which if you haven't seen, here's the Titan 2 Elite. I mean, you know, you got your keyboard, your physical keyboard. It's a good looking phone. It low key is. I might get that mug after all, you know what I'm saying? But like, it is dope. It is dope. If that's what you're looking for, right? Also, here's the Clicks communicator. Right? That's a good looking phone too. That has the swappable back plates, like I, said earlier, how phones used to have, some of them used to have. But it begs the question to me, especially, I'm sure that you all can understand where I'm coming from because we all have a common interest, right? And what's that common interest? Handhelds. We love handhelds on this page, right? We love handhelds. Why are these handheld companies like Anbernic and Retroid and these different handheld companies not making smartphones? That's what I want to see. I want to see them make smartphones. And the handheld that most recently got me thinking about that is this. So the handheld that really got me thinking about this whole thing was this. The Anbernic RG Rotate. That is doing the flip mechanism that the Sidekick does. Look, it is running, I guess as a form of Android. I guess that's Android, right? Why not make that a phone? We got a bazillion, gajillion, up trillion different handhelds. Why not branch off and make that thing a phone? That would be a sick phone. And then this. I made a video regarding this when it first came out. Now, there's already been a phone like this in the past. There's already been phones that do this. I used to have one, right? This is the RG Slide. I'm sorry, the Anbernic Slide. Oh, yeah, RG Slide. Anbernic RG Slide. Trying to see if it shows the sliding up. It looked like it don't show up, but you get it. It slides up, okay? Next. Now, some of you all might be thinking, well, A&E actually already did make a phone, right? They actually made a phone, A&E. When I saw A&E made a phone, dude, I got so excited. I was like, oh yeah, this is it. This is it. And then they showed this. The Pocket Play. It's a phone that the handheld gaming, slides down into. The controls do. That's not what I wanted them to do. That's not what I was excited about. Some of you all might have been, and if you have this, salutations to the nations. Congratulations, right? But that's not what I was wanting. I'm going to show you what I wanted, what I thought they were going to release as a phone. I thought they had made a version of this as a phone. The A&E Slide. I thought they were going to give us this, right? Which that would have been crazy. Now, if they had a phone like this, what I would want it to be is obviously not this thick, right? It doesn't even have to have the gaming controls. I really don't even want it to have the gaming controls. I'm not talking about handhelds. This video, to be clear, is not about handhelds. It is about phones, right? And the innovation of good, smart, modern day smartphones. So if this did not have the handheld controls, but it had that nice size keyboard and screen, right? That would be a great phone. Now, I don't know the size of this screen, right? I might say it on there. I don't know. But that would have been dope. So imagine if it took what we showed at first from the Ambernic RG Rotate, had that slide with this keyboard, that would be a modern day sidekick. And that would be cold. Tell me how much in the comments you would pay for that phone. If it ran the latest Android operating system and it had attorney punched. What the heck? Houston attorney punched by client after verdict. Wow. Wowzers. Sorry, guys. I got ADHD and I saw that. I was like, what the heck? Okay. But tell me, would you buy that, right? And I was wondering, I was thinking, okay, maybe this, hasn't happened because like the whole Huawei situation, and I know Huawei phones cannot be sold in the US because of privacy issues. I looked up why Huawei phones cannot be sold in the US, but Huawei has some of the best and most innovative phones that I've seen. I used to have a Huawei phone. It wasn't as cool as these, but like, for example, like Huawei had a trifold phone like a long time before Samsung did. They're always innovating. Man, I want that phone so bad. And so I looked up, it says Huawei is banned in the US primarily due to national security concerns that its networking equipment could be used by Chinese government for espionage. So, that's the reason why they say. I think it's because they want to limit innovation. But I'm sure there's plenty of security concerns. But I mean, half of the stuff in this country is made by China. More than half, probably. But I don't know. But at the same time, like I just showed you all, they have the A&EO phone, so maybe it can be done. I don't know. I don't really know the legalities and everything. I'm not going to pretend like I do. But what I do know is that the current state of phones needs innovation. And people have been saying this for years, But let me know in the comments what you think the dopest imaginary phone would be. Would you buy that phone that I described, as far as the modern day sidekick? And let me know, were you a fan of sidekick back in the day? Did you have one? I didn't. I wish I did. I wish I did. But yeah, appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching. God bless and salutations to the nations. Peace. Angel 9.